welcome back to our very first Self-Love Masterclass of 2023. If you are new to my channel, my name is Renee Love. I'm the CEO and founder of Modern Day Wise Woman, which is an online self-love coaching school and private practice. I'm also the owner of Courant Apothecary, and here at this channel we talk about all things self-love, holistic health, energy medicine. We just dive deep into all of the topics that help you to really build a relationship with yourself and a life that truly reflects who you are inside and out. Now, there are playlists here. I recommend that you check them out because it will give you a good idea as to whether or not it's aligned for you to subscribe and to make sure that you not miss subsequent videos that I'll be putting out this year. Also, because these videos are so jam-packed, I've heard from clients and other people in the comments here that it is valuable or it helps to optimize being able to apply things if you take some notes. So you may want to get your phone handy, your iPad, or whatever it is. And without further ado, we're going to dive right into the class. Before we dive in, I just want to address a little something that may be showing up on camera. I seem to be having a very small allergic reaction happening. I ate an apple and likely because of the pesticides on the apple, having a little bit of a reaction here. But it's not affecting my ability to be present or to deliver this content to you, and I don't want you to be concerned or worried about me. I'm good. Today we are talking about priorities, and specifically the intention of this class is to leave you clear that it is vital, it is critical that you be a priority in your life. One of the things that I hear quite often when I'm doing initials with clients, or even when I'm speaking with clients that have come back to work with me, they experience a bit of frustration around having a number of different things that they want to accomplish in their life, or setting a number of goals. And for many people, maybe you succeed at one of those things or two of those things, but you miss something else that is really important to you. So like maybe you accomplish 2 out of 5 goals. Or for some of you, you may be in this place where if you've never done self-love work before, you haven't done this kind of inner work before, or perhaps whatever it was that you have been doing in the past hasn't worked out for you so well, you might feel like, I don't really get any of the things that I want done for me done. I haven't really accomplished any of the things that I want for myself. What I would say is, at the root is an issue of priorities. And underneath that can be an issue related to your level of importance to you. In other words, do you feel worthy? Do you feel deserving? Do you feel that whatever it is that you want is important enough for you to pursue it? Priorities are all about looking at all of the different things that we're responsible for, all of the different things that we say are important, all of the different things that we need to accomplish, and by when these things need to be done and accomplished, and making sure that the actions that we're taking in the now, who we're being in the now, what we're focusing on in the now is aligned so that it is taking us to where we want to go. If you are feeling like, I don't get any of the things that I want for myself done, or let's make this more real, okay? Let's say there is a way that you want to feel in your body. There is a way that you want to see yourself when you look in the mirror. Let's say that there is a home that you want to live in. There is a lifestyle that you want to have. Let's say that there is a way in which you want to put your energy out and be compensated for it. So you want to do a different kind of work or a certain kind of work than what you're currently doing. And you want to be paid for that, and you want to be paid well. Let's say that there's a relationship that you're having to navigate, and it's tricky and it's challenging, and you want to see it get better. You want to see things feel more safe and more comfortable. You want things to just feel more right. You want a life that when you tune into your heart, when you tune into your body, it feels good. It feels like you. It feels like home. Okay? If these are some of the things that you've been working on, if these are some of the things that are important to you, and you feel like these things are not happening, very likely it is because they're not being prioritized. What I want you to do right now is a little exercise, and the exercise is going to have you get very clear on what you have been prioritizing, what has been taking up most of your time and your energy. Take out something to write on, or actually you can even just pull out your calendar and take a look at where most of your time, your attention, and your energy has been going. Now, I think for many of us, there are going to be two obvious things. One of them is probably going to be work if you're someone that works. I would say the other thing that's probably going to pop up for those of you that have children is a good amount of your time goes to taking care of being responsible for essentially raising your children. So right there, those are two priorities that probably aren't going to change anytime soon, at least not this week, okay? And they're taking up a good amount of time. But you want to be clear on exactly how much time. So when you take away work and you take away the kiddos or other family members, some of you have elderly parents or family members that you're taking care of. When you remove all of that and then you remove sleep, how much time do you have and what are you doing with that time? What you see in the work/caregiving bucket combined with what you see in what you're doing with the remaining time that you have left over is painting a full picture for you about why maybe the other things that you say you want aren't happening. The important thing that you need to see here is that if you want to make progress on some of these other things, we've got to somehow build them in or weave them into the current schedule that you have, which means that things are going to need to get cut somewhere. We're going to need to find a way to be either more efficient with the work and caregiving time, or we're going to need to get more help, or we're going to need to shuffle some things around or do some things differently. And certainly we're going to need to be very clear about what you want to do with the time that's left over. What are the priorities? At the end of the day, the thing to understand is that whatever we focus on most consistently, that is where we're going to get more of that thing. If something is not being touched If something is not moving, like you're not seeing movement in an area, it is because you are probably not prioritizing it, period. Now, there are other factors that could be at play for sure, and I can get into that in another video. Sometimes you're prioritizing things, but you're not moving on things in quite the right way. It's not the right number of actions, not the right amount of actions, not the right actions or the actions that are going to yield the results that you're looking for. But in my experience working with people, mostly it's that they're not prioritized at all, or we say we want something, but we're not really committed. Yeah, I want a new job, but do you really want that new job? Because if I take a look at what you're focusing on and what you're doing, I don't see many actions at all that are aligned with finding a new job. Maybe what I see instead is hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, partying, chilling, traveling, vacation. Maybe that's been your priority. Maybe you've been more committed to social than you have been to finding a new job. You say that you want to be the healthiest you've ever been. Okay, I hear that. But if I take a look at what's going on and what's happening, are you moving your body? Or when you get those reminders, do you decide that you don't want to do it? You'd rather watch TV instead? Are you nourishing your body in ways that feel really good? Or are you continuing to reach for the things that you know cause you inflammation, that you know make you moody, that you know give you digestive issues and have you have a poor night's sleep? So again, there's what we say we want, what we say we're committed to, but then there's how are we actually showing up? That tells us where our commitments really lie, and it tells us whether or not we're prioritizing what we say is really important to us, or whether or not we're prioritizing just doing whatever the hell we want. Comfort, fear, avoidance, taking it easy, whatever it is. If you want to see change, if you want to see growth, if you want to build, if you want to improve upon things, you have to tell the truth about who you've been being. You have to tell the truth about the way you've been showing up. And you have to take full responsibility. Full 100% responsibility. It is no one else's fault. No one else is to blame. No one else is coming, and no one else can do this for you but you. You are 100% responsible. You are 100% accountable. You are in charge of your choices and your actions, what you prioritize, what you do, and everything that you know you should do, but you don't do. Only you. It is not your coach. It is not your therapist. It is not your parents, your partner. It is no one else but you. And the moment you own that, and the moment you just get really, really straight, really honest with yourself, and you say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. No more messing around. No more pretending. No more saying I will when I won't. No more of that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to start today. I'm going to start now. I'm making this a priority. I'm making myself a priority. And I'm doing this. It will all start to come together. The right people, the right situations, the right circumstances, all of these things will start to come together. The last thing I want to say is we do not live on an island. We are people with partners and children and friends and family and loved ones. And when we decide that we're ready to do something, we're ready to go all in, if it means that we're going to need to change who we are, change the way we do things, change the way we live, if it means that we're going to make major changes to the time that we have available, these kinds of things, it's important to have grace and compassion for your loved ones so that it's not just like a jolt, okay? It's not just like a, you were this way and now you're this way and we don't even know who you are, or we don't know what's happening or what this means for the family or for us, right? So you want to have transparent conversations. You want to come from a place of being excited and sharing how important these things are to you, and allowing your loved ones, your partner, your family, your kids, your whomever, everybody in your life to really rally around you and support you, and it will go much more smoothly. I would say if you run into people that are not, let me just check the time here. Okay, good. Want to make sure I don't miss my next client session. If you run into issues with, people not being supportive or people not being happy for you, or you're met with a lot of resistance, there may be some other things to look at, and we can talk about that in another video. But for now, I think that this is a very, very good start. In the comments below, why don't you share with me what are some of the things that you're prioritizing for you now? And why don't you declare in the comments that I am making myself a priority this year? Y'all, it has been such a pleasure, as always, to do this video. I can't wait to get back to doing more regular videos. We have been so busy, and I'm so grateful for the word of mouth and for all of you that I'm working with and everyone that shares this content, because I am really seeing how finally, at last, people are really understanding how important self-love is, not just for the individual, but for the group, for community, for society. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me to know which videos you find really, really useful and what content you want more of. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, now's probably a good time to do that. And until we see each other next time, don't you forget that we truly are in this together. Oh my gosh, it felt so good to say that. It's been so long. I will see you all in the next video.